Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Khairun Nissa. Saya merupakan salah satu dosen di Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara di Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan atau FKIP pada program studi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris. Dan saya juga telah menulis buku yang berjudul Introduction to Language Test yang telah terdaftar pada hak kekayaan intelektual ataupun HAKI. Dan di video ini dibuat untuk mengajukan sertifikasi dosen, PDD UKTPT, pernyataan diri dosen dalam unjuk kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi. Saya akan menjelaskan salah satu mata kuliah yang saya ajarkan, yaitu Introduction to Translation Studies. Salah satu mata kuliah wajib yang ada di program studi, sesuai dengan profil lulusan, yaitu menghasilkan penerjemah yang unggul secara lisan dan tulisan, baik dari bahasa Indonesia ke bahasa Inggris maupun sebaliknya. Mata kuliah ini membekali mahasiswa dengan kerangka teoritis mengenai cara menerjemahkan, bagaimana cara menerjemahkan dengan baik dan benar, dan menghasilkan terjemahan yang berkualitas. Adapun luaran setelah menyelesaikan mata kuliah ini adalah kumpulan hasil terjemahan yang diupload dalam portofolio elektronik masing-masing mahasiswa. Terdapat materi utama dan pendukung pada saat saya mengajarkan mata kuliah ini. Yang pertama adalah buku yang ditulis oleh kembaran berjudul Translation Studies from Theory to Practice. Yang kedua adalah Introduction Translation Studies, Theories and Applications dari Monday. Adapun materi pendukung adalah beberapa jurnal yang ditulis oleh Susanti, Artawa, dan Yadna, dan juga Putri dan Wijaya. Metode pembelajaran yang saya gunakan pada mata kuliah ini adalah cooperative learning, discovery learning, survey questions, read, recite, and review or SQ3R, problem-based learning, dan juga project-based learning. Adapun sistem penilaian yang saya gunakan pada mata kuliah ini terbagi menjadi 4 bagian. Yang pertama adalah tugas mandiri yang berbobot 30% seperti mereview jurnal, menerjemahkan ataupun menuliskan artikel. Lalu yang kedua adalah tugas terstruktur yang berbobot 30% seperti melakukan presentasi, dan juga tugas pembelajaran tatap muka yang berbobot 30% seperti UTS, UAS, dan kehadiran, dan bobot 10% untuk penilaian pada attitude. Capaian pembelajaran atau program learning outcome yang dibebankan kepada mata kuliah Introduction to Translation Studies adalah yang pertama, bekerja sama dan memiliki kepekaan sosial serta kepedulian terhadap masyarakat dan lingkungan, menguasai konsep dan prinsip pedagogi, didaktik bahasa Inggris, serta keilmuan bahasa Inggris untuk melakukan perencanaan, pengelolaan, implementasi, evaluasi dengan memanfaatkan iptex yang berorientasi pada kecakapan hidup. Menguasai konsep teoritis, kebahasaan, dan teknik berkomunikasi lisan dan tulisan umum dalam konteks keseharian ataupun umum, akademis, dan pekerjaan setara tingkat post-intermediate. Dan yang terakhir adalah mampu menerjemahkan bahasa Inggris ke bahasa Indonesia dan bahasa Indonesia ke bahasa Inggris secara lisan maupun tulisan untuk berbagai tujuan akademis maupun non-akademis. Adapun capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah atau CPMK Introduction to Translation Studies adalah sebagai berikut. Yang pertama, menunjukkan sikap bertanggung jawab atas pekerjaan menerjemahkan secara individu maupun kelompok. Yang kedua, menguasai konsep teoritis secara mendalam tentang menerjemahkan dan mempublikasikan hasil terjemahan pada portofolio elektronik. Mampu menerapkan konsep teoritis terjemahan dalam bentuk tulisan terjemahan Indonesia-Inggris ataupun Inggris-Indonesia, dalam bentuk tulisan maupun dalam konteks keseharian umum, akademis, dan pekerjaan, setara tingkat post-intermediate. Dan yang terakhir, mampu secara mandiri menerjemahkan bahasa Inggris ke bahasa Indonesia dan bahasa Indonesia ke bahasa Inggris secara lisan maupun tulisan untuk berbagai tujuan akademis dan non-akademis. Pun materi pembelajaran pada mata kuliah Introduction to Translation Studies adalah sebagai berikut. Pertemuan pertama, Introduction to Translation Studies course. Yang kedua adalah Definitions of Translation by Experts, Challenges of Translating Texts, Translation Method by Molina and Albir, Practice Translating an Abstract, Translation Method by Newmark, Practice Translating a Paragraph, Free Translation, Presenting the Product, revising translation product, translating short video, translation quality assessment, discourse and register analysis approach and discussion for the last meeting. Berikut adalah salah satu contoh pembelajaran di dalam kelas yang saya lakukan. Oke. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, how are you today? Good. Yes, I'm good as well. So before we start today, we will talk about the quality assessment. But before that, let me ask you some questions related what we have learned before. Do you still remember the expert talk about the translation method? Yes. Who is he? Newmark. Yes, Newmark, Molina, and Albir. And do you still remember the method that is mentioned by Newmark? Yes. What are they? Adaptation, borrowing, yes, and some other methods. And today we will try to learn how to assess and to take a look at the quality of the translation. But before that, please fill your attendance list here. Okay, there are some highlights for today. We will do some warm up. I asked you some questions, and then we will talk about translation quality models, and we will do group discussion, practice, and also self-reflection at the end of our class. So first, okay, we will talk about the translation quality models. Okay, but before that, I will do some warming up by asking you some questions. So have you read a translation book before? Yes. Yes. What are the books from the translation? What are they? Dictionary. Is that a translation book? No. Some novels, do you know? Like novels or maybe books that is very famous, but it is translated. Yes. What book? Yes, the Harry Potter book, the novel one. Yes, Harry Potter. Okay, so to do that translation, it should be high quality, which means you have to take a look some factors that can help the readers to understand, right? So for example, if the book is in English, it means you have to translate it, let's say in Bahasa. And when you translate in Bahasa, it means it should be readable for Indonesian people, right? So Indonesian and English has different culture, right? So can you mention some culture that is different from English culture and Indonesian culture? What are some cultures that's different, do you think? Yeah? Yes, the formal and non-formal. Can you give an example?
In English, the culture is like so they call their mom by the name, but in Indonesia we call it
Yes.
by the name because it's inappropriate.
Yes, exactly. It's also similar for teachers or maybe older people. So it means we need to change based on the culture that we have translated, right? Okay, so here is the translation quality models. So for example, you have read a book or maybe you are a translator and then you translate one book or maybe one article. You have to check on the quality itself. So before 1977, they used the original house model of translation. So it means that they take a look at only the semantic, paradigmatic, only the structure of the language. For example, if they translate it into Bahasa, they only take a look if the semantic or pragmatic itself, the structure, can be understandable for Indonesian people or not. They don't care about the meaning. As long as the word is translated, it will be a high quality. Okay. But in 1997 model, they have revised 1997, which is comparing the source text and the target text or the translation text. And further, there are a lot of experts, but today we will talk about Nababan's model, which is he proposed the instruments with scores. And he mentioned there are three features that we need to take a look. The first one is the accuracy, the second one is acceptability, and the third one is readability. So what do you think about this? How do we assess based on the accuracy? Can you tell me the definition, or maybe what do you think? When we try to assess a translation product by its accuracy, what does it mean? What do you think? Yes, please.
This accuracy means that if we translate something, it should be accurate. The meaning should be the same, and we don't need to take the other word. And that if we need to take the other word, as long as the meaning is still the same, the key is accurate.
Yes, very good. The key is the accurate. And the second is acceptability. Can you tell me what it means by acceptability? Any idea? Okay, how about the last one, readability? Yes, please.
I think readability, it means it can be read by the reader. So it's not only word by word, so it means that can be understood by the reader.
Very good. The key is can be understood by the readers. Awesome. So as you mentioned before, so your friends mentioned, the first is accuracy. It means that the source text and the target text is corresponding or not. So if you take a look at the translation product, it should give the same message. Okay. So the way we deliver the message, if we use different language, sometimes we need to use different way. So they should be thinking about the culture, about how it can be accurate enough for the target readers. And Nababan mentioned the instruments for the accuracy. There are three ways, and this is the parameter of that. So they categorize it based on the very accurate, less accurate, and not accurate at all. So we can measure by these three items. The second one is acceptability. So acceptability refers to the translations with good grammatical structure. So when you try to translate, it means it should be grammatically correct, whether you use it in formal way or in informal way. So just because you use informal way, it doesn't mean sometimes it is incorrect. So as long as it's grammatically correct, but you have to take a look at your audience. Who is your audience? Is that children? Is that teenagers, academics, or something like that? And Nababan also divided into three. So it's really acceptable, less acceptable, and not acceptable at all. And you can see the parameter of the qualitative, the way we divide it. And next is readability. So as your friends mentioned before, it should be easy to be understood. So there are some articles, or maybe as the author, we are as the writer, sometimes we deliver the message in different way, right? So some of the readers or some of the articles, it's really hard to be understood, right? So the way we deliver it, sometimes it's not to the point, but we talk about like a lot of things that is not very important, and then we straight to the point. So a good writer should write a good writing, which means it is readable, which means also it can be understood easily by the readers. And this is the instruments, very readable, less readable, and not readable at all. So we are giving the score 1, 2, 3, 4, the quality of our writing. So I'm going to share this instrument to you after this. And let's practice the assessing the translation products. I will divide it into groups, okay? So one group will be 4 people. You have to choose one of this topic, and you have to make one paragraph, okay, regarding this topic. We are going to translate it, and then you have to check your friend's translation, okay? So can you make a circle for this group? One group will be 4 people. Okay, can you make a good circle? Yes, a nice circle. And we decide the paragraph, this group, which topic do you want to choose? Social media. Okay, how about this? Healthy life. And how about this? Education. Environment. Finance. And this group? The last one, which is time management. Okay, so I will give you 5 minutes to write one paragraph about this topic. So the instruction is, please choose one of this topic and make one paragraph in Bahasa Indonesia. Social media, and what do you want to say?
About the effect of social media.
The effect of social media. Just make it short. Okay, how about your group? What will you talk about? What will you talk about health?
Things and healthy things in Pakistan. Maybe the way we eat food or choose something like the good one to make our body become healthy.
Okay, very good. And how about you? What will you discuss?
Education.
Yes, what about education?
It is very important nowadays because it can, from the education, it can create not only in academic environment but also prepare for life.
So preparing the generation for their future. Okay, very good. How about you? What will you share? Yes, about what? Environment.
Lingkungan, kebersihan lingkungan.
Yes. So what is it? Is it you talk about it's important to keep it healthy, keep it
Keep the environment
to keep it clean
keep clean, yeah. For the next generation.
for the next generation also. Okay. And yes, have you done? Okay, awesome. And how about this? Okay. So please write the group, okay, and also the name. This is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, and group 6 right here. So now your time is up. We are going to do a translation. What you will do is to transfer your paper to the next group. Yes. And the next group should translate it. Yes. You move it to there, you move it to here, you move it to there, you move it to here. Yes, you move it to here. Okay. So now I will give you 3 minutes to translate the paper. Okay, time is up. Can we move, can we exchange the paper? Okay, please exchange the paper. Please exchange the paper. Okay, so now you already have the translation product with you, right? Okay, so please take a look at these 3 instruments. Take a look at the accuracy. If you think that is very accurate, read the parameter of that and give the score whether it is 3, 2, or 1, and also similar to readability and acceptability. Please give the score whether it is 1, 2, or 3, and give the reason. Why do you think it is very accurate? Why do you think it's not very accurate or it's not very readable? Okay, so please discuss, read and discuss with your friends. Now time is up. What will we do is to present. What do you think about the translation product from the other group? Okay, just give a short overview. Please stand up and introduce your group as well. Okay, so let's start from which group would like to start first? Yes. Okay. So everyone, attention please to the first group. Yep. Can you stand up? Only one person. Facing your friends. Okay, attention please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
So we are from group 1 and today we will discuss about our material today. So our topic is actually about social media and we already made a paragraph about the social media. And the paragraph that we already made is translated by the group 2. So that's all about our feedback from the translation by group 2. Thank you so much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Next group 2 please.
Here that I stand, I want to tell you that the topic that we choose that is healthy lifestyle. So the translate that
The representative of group 5 are going to present the product of the translation by group 6. So actually for the accuracy it's kind of good, but it still need improvement because of there are some words that not really has the same meaning, such as the accurate it's not really covered. But overall that's already good. We give the score for the 2 in the accuracy, and for the readability it's already good. It's readable for the reader because of the word chosen is kind of understandable. And then for the acceptability, we already have discussed it. Since because of the accuracy is not really proper, then it's still an improvement. So the acceptability we give for the 2 score for the group 6 is because of still the improvement. But overall that's good. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. That's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, give applause to your friends. Okay, so that is all for the assessment, quality assessment for translation. Make sure you take a look at the 3 models, 3 method, which is take a look at the accuracy, readability, and also acceptability. And lastly, let's do self-reflection. So for the first questions, what do you learn today? Anyone? Yes.
So today I learned today about the translation, and I learned in the translation there are some points that we have to identify, like accuracy, acceptability, and then the.
All right, very good. And also, do you think assessing the quality of the translation is important? Why or why not? Yes.
In my opinion, it's really important since if you want to be
Yes, yep, very good. So hopefully you also can use this lesson in your real life situation as a student to write. When you're writing or when you're doing translation, make sure you take a look at the accuracy, whether it is readability or whether it is the last one is acceptable for the readers. Okay. So any questions for this? No? If you don't have any question, let's say hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Baiklah, saya akan menampilkan contoh portofolio elektronik yang didesain oleh mahasiswa pada mata kuliah Introduction to Translation Studies yang dapat dikumpulkan dan diakses pada LMS ataupun e-learning Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara. Pada link ini, mahasiswa dapat mengumpulkan alamat website yang juga dapat diakses oleh publik dan portofolio menggunakan Google Site. Salah satu contohnya adalah sebagai berikut. Pada halaman utama, mahasiswa diharuskan untuk menulis profil dan juga keahliannya, dan pada beberapa meeting untuk menampilkan kemampuannya dalam menerjemahkan. Selain itu juga beberapa tugas yang berhubungan dengan Introduction to Translation Studies. Sekian video dari saya. Saya berharap video ini bisa memberikan kesan terbaik dan dapat menjadi referensi bagi asesor untuk melakukan penilaian pada unjuk kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.